Okay, so let's talk about your pre-launch. So first of all, for a book, as I mentioned already, this isn't, doing 3 videos that leads up to the sale of a book is a bit of an overkill. So really, your pre-launch ends up being a lot more similar to a pre-launch in product launch formula terms. So really, it's about letting your people know that something's coming, letting them know that you've got a book coming. So unless you've got dozens and dozens of books out there, releasing a book is something special. It's a big deal, and that was one of the things that I didn't realize coming into my launch, just how big a deal it was to, especially for my first book. That there was a lot of pent up demand for that book. That was another big asset I had. There's a lot of pent up demand, to get anything from me about product launches for less than $2,000, you just couldn't do it. So here people were going to be able to buy a book from me. So that was really huge. But I also underestimated how much my partners were interested in sharing about the book, because when they went and told their lists about the book, it really was a high value offer for their book. Instead of just trying to get their list to buy something, buy another thing, a book is seen as different. It's like almost magical. So it's really pretty interesting. But that's why this whole pre-launch, or your pre-launch, whichever you want to call it, I really think of it more like a pre-pre. It's really just about letting your people, when I say your people, I mean your list, whether that's your email list, or your social media following, your client list, whatever your entire platform is, letting them know that something's coming. It's often about co-creation, and that's what a pre-launch is typically about. It's that shot across the bow. Something's coming. This is really cool. But you're telling them something's coming without actually selling them. And then it is often about co-creation. That's why if you go back and study the pre in Module 4 in Product Launch Formula, you'll see that one of the tools I often use is a survey. And the survey could be like, what do I need to include in this course? Well, you're going to see in just a minute how I used a survey in my book launch. But it's often about co-creation, because people support that which they help create. So if you can get people to help create the book, or feel like they've helped in the creation process in even the smallest way, then they're going to tend to support you more. So think about how you can get your people to help your book promotion. How can you leverage their influence? Because that's the key. Unless you have just a huge, enormous list, then just getting your people to buy a book isn't going to move the needle as much as getting them to try to help spread your influence through their social media following, through word of mouth, telling their friends, telling other people that have a following and have a list. So that's really what it's about. Thinking of your clients, your list, your platform as being this inner circle. And then how can you get that inner circle to help you try to create more influence? So you want to use the standard PLF mental triggers from Module 2, and definitely go review the pre and the pre-launch material. So for my book launch, I just want to show you how I started this off with. And I did start it with a survey, but it was a little bit of a different survey. Okay, so for the first part of my pre-launch, or my pre-launch really, I put together a design contest of 99 designs. So 99 designs, you can see the website right here. It's a great place to get designs done for logos or any graphical type of thing you want to do. In this case, I did it for my book cover. And I did it because I wanted to have a great book cover. And so what you can do, you can go there and you can put up, you can create a contest, and basically your designers will compete, and they'll create a lot of different designs. And then you pick the best design, and the best design is the contest winner, and they get paid. So you decide how much money you want to put up. And it could be, $200 or $300, and I actually put up more for this because I had the budget and I wanted to really attract a lot of designers. But I think I had dozens and dozens of designers competing, and they created over 500 different designs for me. And then basically you can pick them, you can give them feedback, they can make iterations, they can make changes, and then eventually you pick the winner. And so that, none of that, of course, is part of my pre-launch. I'm just giving you that FYI. But then what you can do is you can create a survey or a poll within your design, and then have people look at your design and give you feedback. So what I did was, as the contest was drawing to the end, and I had an idea of my top designs, then I created a poll, and it's all automatic within 99 Designs, and then I sent that poll or that survey out to my list, asking them which one they wanted, and that was my shot across the bow. Here you can see the email I sent out, and I think the subject for this email was please help me pick my book cover, something along that lines. And you can see the copy here is, so the big news is my first bookstore book is almost done. There's just a few finishing touches before I send it to the publisher. But first I need to pick a cover for the book. I need your help. Can you tell me which cover you like best? Just click this link. Now, if you look at this copy and the way I did this, it's classic pre-launch. I'm letting them know something's coming. I'm not trying to sell them anything. I'm telling them there's just a little bit to go, and I need your feedback. So I'm looking to get them invested. It's only going to take you a minute. And if you want, you can leave me comments. So when people clicked on that link, they went over to this contest. And you can see this copy up here. Here it was 581 entries. Jeff Walker's running a book or magazine cover contest. So far, designers have submitted 581 entries, and Jeff Walker would love your feedback in the 4 entries below. So this is all automatically created for me by 99 Designs. There was zero work involved. So I set up that contest at 99 Designs, which is really easy to do. I put up my money, and then the contest went along. I will warn you, it's quite a bit of work, because to get the best results, you end up giving people a lot of feedback, and just the whole giving feedback can take a lot of time, but you get a lot of different designs. You can see here we ran 4 very, very different designs for the book cover. I mean, radically different designs. And we asked, and another thing I did was I actually did multiple contests. So I did one contest like for my Platinum Mastermind group. I did one contest for another mastermind I'm in. I did another contest for my PLF owners. I did another contest for my prospects, just because I wanted to test. I really did want the feedback on the book covers, and I kept on iterating and making changes. You can see this is the one that eventually won right here, even though that's not exactly what we ended up with. But so people could come in here, they could pick their rating, and then they could leave a comment. And then the back end, what I saw, the results were, you can see this one won. This ended up being our cover, or very, very similar to the cover. We ended up changing that asterisk there, or not, the exclamation point there, ended up being turned into a upward facing arrow. So I think we ended up with a stronger design that way. But you can see here, this one got 382 4-star ratings. The next one got 213 ratings, 184 4-star ratings, and so on. Plus people could leave comments. So this did a bunch of different things. I ended up with a really nice book cover. I ended up with this poll or this survey, finding out what people thought was the best. And I also got these great comments, and there's a lot of gold in these comments. So it was really cool. But the thing, as part of the pre-launch, it just let people know something was coming. And remember that idea that people support that which they help create. And this might not seem like a big deal, but by helping pick the book cover, they helped in the creation of the book. And so that just helps them get invested. So basically with this, I was able to do a lot of cool things, get great feedback on the book covers and get people invested and let them know something was coming. So that was the first step of my pre-launch.